Hello, everybody. Ian Rops here. Back to an episode of Coffee with Ian. Coffee today is not as good as yesterday for whatever reason. It's always bizarre when you can have like a better coffee one day than the previous day, but make exactly the same way, the same time, basically, both ways. I don't know. I don't know why it happens that way, but it does. Anyways, as the title of the stream suggests, what are some people's thoughts on the Anderson DLC thus far? Huge Platypus says hi. Adam Christmas says, how was the DLC? Keith, hello. Jay, hello. So far I'm pretty jazzed about the DLC. I like what it adds to it. It's a bit different than what we've seen before. So even though it adds wrappers, it's a different way of wrapping, which is neat. And they also add of course, the bio baler, which is kind of one of the biggest most interesting parts of the DLC thus far, because of course in that scenario you can bail up the poplar trees. I don't know if you can hire a worker. If you could hire a worker for that, then that would be even cooler. But I haven't tried that yet, to be honest with you. Haven't even tried the bio baler. I actually had trouble getting it activated on the server for whatever reason, and I'm not sure what the actual problem was in the end. But it ended up getting solved, and I was able to get it on the server, so I was happy about that. One of the rappers you can add. It's funny when you wear that as rappers. I'm like, why are we listening to rap music here? Right? What's going on? And then I realized it was just a spelling error. You can add material manually as the model, which is pretty cool. But the bio baler is one of the biggest in the DLC. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, it was good. I'm happy to see like you guys think it's good. I don't know. I've messed around with the I haven't messed around with the auto stacker wagons yet, but I've tried the baler wrapper. Basically, I've tried the Hybrid X one, which is basically the same as the other one. Just one does squares and rounds, and one does only rounds. And then that's the only thing I've really tried out a lot of so far. But so far, I really like it. Actually, it's a neat little setup. Actually, so it's cool to see how it all gets put together. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, which DLC I'm talking about, it is the newest, latest, greatest DLC from Farming Simulator 2019, or I should say Giants. And there's a number of things you do get for it. It's kind of neat. So, like I said, I've used the Hybrid X tractor is what they're calling it, which is a wrapper so far. So the regular wrapper and auto stacker wagons, I imagine they're not too different than what I've seen before. And most of the other things are going to be pretty standard, except for the bio baler. I think is there a big interesting thing that's there. Mixers are going to be normal. Nothing too crazy there, really. But I don't know. I like what they've done with it so far. It's kind of added another new element to the game. It kind of goes very well with the Coon DLC, actually. If you want to wrap and bale at the same time, you can do that with the Coon DLC. Well, it's not a DLC anymore, but part of the Coon, the Coon wrapper / baler, you could use that and then use one of the auto stack wagons that they have in the Anderson DLC, which is kind of neat, that are meant for wrapped bales, of course. But one of the things you have to keep in mind is that the way they pick up the bale is a bit different than the way it's dropped. So like usually like the bales are dropped like vertically, so like the round parts facing up sort of idea. So in that case, that's how the baler or the auto stacker wagon from Anderson DLC works. It's supposed to work, at least in real life. And in the game, it doesn't make a difference, mind you, but you can go either way. So if the bale was dropped like it normally would be, you could just pick it up with that auto stacker anyway. So I hope New Holland comes out with a bio baler as a mod, just as a skin. You never know. It might do something like that. It might do something interesting. It may not do anything at all. So far, most people's reactions to the Anderson DLC, it's actually quite a large DLC. You get quite a bit, quite a few pieces of equipment. You get the two stationary wrappers, I'll call them, the 2 mixers. You get the 1 mobile wrapper. You get the straw chopper. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 bale wagons. It looks like, yeah, 4 bale wagons, a bale pusher, the bile baler, and then a vlog trailer. Like I will probably never use the log trailer, to be honest with you, because I just don't do any logging at all. But it adds quite a few different things in there. So it's very cool to see what they are doing with it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be curious to see what the next DLC is going to be, actually. I didn't expect this type of DLC. I was expecting something else, but I'm happy it wasn't just a straight up like a tractor DLC. Although I would have liked to have seen some tractors, like maybe some older John Deeres, for example, but that's just me. Or maybe some old, like a classic tractor pack. For example, it would have been neat to see like an old Case and an old John Deere, an older New Holland, something like that. But thus far, we have not seen that at all. But maybe they'll release something interesting in the future, like maybe a class DLC. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, but it'll be very curious either way. But I don't know. I'm enjoying it thus far. That's for sure. What's your favorite implement in the Anderson DLC thus far? Has anybody had a really, really interesting one, or the one that really, really like so far? Looks like a couple of people said there's a couple of people who said about the bile balers, the coolest thing so far. Yeah, I guess the one thing I need to test out is see whether you can hire a worker with it. And if you can hire a worker, then I'll probably make wood chips more often. Just hire a worker and walk away from it and let him do his thing. Because I don't want to do that personally. That's just me though, because it is I don't know. I'm not sure if it's considered a harvester or a baler or both in that scenario. I'm not sure how the hired worker will work with that, but who knows? Who knows? But the other big news that I've noticed has the ATS has released some information about the Washington State. No, actually, yesterday. Farming in Washington State. So released some pictures of farming in Washington State. And the funny thing is that Farming Sim actually, or Giants actually commented on SCS, and they said, Farming Simulator said, I like the farms. And then SCS was, I like the trucks that are in your game. So it was kind of funny how they kind of worked together in that scenario and complemented each other. So I thought it was kind of funny. So there's no release date on that DLC as of yet, but it's good to see that that's happening. And the Hunter Call the Wild, they have released the next big update, or not, well, not, I said it's open beta right now. And the next big update for Hunter Call the Wild is going to be trophy lodges, which is going to be awesome. I'm so jazzed about that. So you can kind of walk around in your trophy lodge area, then have all your biggest catches so far. I was just playing Hunter Call the Wild. I don't think I have too many diamonds, to be honest with you. I think the one diamond I did get was, I think it was a just by accident, basically. It's like something ran right towards me and I shot at it. I think it was a buffalo or something like that. But in the in Parque Fernando, they actually there's a mission where you have to get diamonds of everything. So it's kind of cool how that's kind of going hand in hand now. And a lot of people are like, "Whoa, we got the trophy lodge now." And that's something that was actually in the previous game in Classic. So what's up, Spud? So it was in the Classic, Hunter the Classic, or Hunter Classic. It was in that. So I've been messing around with the Weapons Pack 2, which is the latest one they just released as well. It's pretty neat. I like all the guns in it so far. I've messed around a little bit. Hey, Country Gaming, what's up? I have messed around with them all, and so far I like them. I think my favorite still is the Mosin. That particular rifle is spectacular. It is just silly good. You can basically take it down just about everything with it in the right range. So it is. I was very surprised when I picked that one up and started using it. The range on it is amazing. The accuracy is amazing. It is just one of those rifles that you could use like all the time on any map basically and be good for a wide range of animals. So I use the pistol a little bit too. You get 2 pistols technically. Where does it say in the weapons DLC? Does it say what you get, or just show pictures of them all? Yeah, so you get the Magnificanfo, whatever it is, 45 Colt revolver. So that's the one they added, and then they also had another one that was like it looks like it was a skin for the 44. It seemed like. So I don't know. I liked it. I used it a little bit, so enjoying it. What was about to call it a night, then you came on Coffee with Ian. Yeah, I figured you would have been going to sleep pretty soon, actually. 8:37, well, a.m. for me is pretty late for you over in Australia there. So yeah, so that's what they've done there. So they talked about trophy lodges being the next big thing in Hunter Call of the Wild, which is going to be awesome. I'm pretty jazzed about that. And you could always go into the open beta right now and check it out if you'd like, but I haven't done that as of yet. So yeah, we'll see. Anyways, folks, that will be it for me for today. I'm going to go hop off here, and I've already had some breakfast, so I may do a little bit of gaming, maybe a little bit of streaming this morning. We'll see what goes on. And my name's Ian Robson. I hope you enjoyed. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more Coffee with Ian. Catch you guys later.